KD Live.
What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the like, smash up the like, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I'm gonna let a few hundred of y'all come in, then I'm going in. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm gonna get some shots out to the early birds. Let's see. First and foremost, Kale. What's up, Miami? MIA. What it do? Is that Quiana Brown? What's up, Quee? DB the Street Sleeper. One Love. Raina Ray Johnson. What's up? It's all good. Carlos Benson. Hey. What's up, Cleveland, Mississippi? Willie James Lindsay. Willie James. Boy, that's a hell of a name, man. It's a hell of a name. Salute to your parents, man. They did that. They did that. Willie James. Miss AP Prayers, peace, love. PG Beats, what's up? Joe Mama. What's up, family? Karen Emerson, San Diego, California, and Jeff Flournoy. Jeff Flournoy, Indianapolis. I'm going in, fam. I'll be right back in the chat, but I'm gonna go in for right now. Let me pull up my subject here. That's Diddy. And Diddy is now being sued by a woman claiming he sex trafficked her at parties. He sex trafficked her at parties. She say he sex trafficked her at parties. So this lawsuit claims that Diddy hired a former porn star to have sex with people at some of his legendary parties and threatened to blackball her and her model boyfriend if she didn't comply. Adria English is her name. That's her in the circle. And here's Adria back in the gap with this woman by the name of Tamiko. We'll come back to Tamiko in a moment. She plays a very interesting role in this story. Adria was a party girl. According to Adria, she says that her porn stage name was Unique, spelled with an O. She says that she met Diddy around 2004 when her boyfriend was auditioning for a Sean John modeling gig. In the docs obtained by TMZ, there go TMZ again, Adria claims things got freaky with Diddy right out the gate. She says that her boyfriend and another model were asked to perform oral sex on Diddy in order to get the job. She says her boyfriend refused, but he got a second chance when another Diddy associate offered him the job. As long as he got Adria to work as a go-go dancer at Diddy's upcoming white party in the Hamptons. Y'all believe that, fam? Okay. You see that guy in the picture to the right there? That's Jacob the jeweler. Adria has a very interesting story that she tells about Jacob. Coming up. Meanwhile, Adria says that she and her boyfriend agreed to go to the white party, to perform at the white party, and she indeed worked the party over Labor Day weekend 2004. The lawsuit includes pics of her there and says she subsequently worked other Diddy parties where she regularly had to drink alcohol laced with narcotics like ecstasy and was encouraged to flirt with guests. Although she did not have sex with guests initially, check this out, fam, she claims Diddy groomed her into sex trafficking over time. Adria claims things ratcheted up when Diddy demanded she have sex with Jacob the jeweler. According to the suit, filed by attorneys Ariel Mitchell Kidd, Esquire, and Stephen Metcalf, Esquire, she had forced sexual intercourse with him and then was paid an additional $1,000 on top of what she usually got for working Diddy parties. She says she took a photo with Jacob after the alleged assault while still at the party. Just in case you didn't catch that, fam, she said she took a photo with Jacob the jeweler after the alleged assault while still at the party. She took a photo with Jacob the jeweler after the alleged assault while still at the party. Don't know if that picture that's being shown right now is that particular photo, but the article implies that it is. So if that is the photo, I want you to hold what you got. We'll come back to it. She claims that while at that party, that Diddy himself personally congratulated her for having sex with Jacob as directed and told her job well done. Jacob is also listed as a defendant in the suit. Adria claims things got worse after that because she was being passed off to other people at Diddy parties, and they too sexually assaulted her. She's also suing a woman named Tamiko Thomas. Y'all remember that name? Tamiko. That's the woman that I showed you in the video earlier. Let me pull her back up. Let's pull Tamiko back up. That's Tamiko with Adria. Or Adria. I'm thinking it's Adria. I'm saying Adria, but I think it's Adria, pronounced Adria. So according to Adria, things got worse after that. She was passed around at other Diddy parties, and they too sexually assaulted her. She's suing Tamiko Thomas, who she accuses of facilitating Diddy's sex trafficking operation. In fact, Adria says Tamiko is the Ghislaine Maxwell to Diddy's Jeffrey Epstein. The Ghislaine Maxwell to Diddy's Jeffrey Epstein. She also claims that Diddy promised to advance her career, even helping her join a girls group to enter the music industry, but backed it up with forceful demands and threats to blackball her and her boyfriend from the industry if they didn't comply. She says she's eventually escaped and returned to California in 2009 and believes Diddy blackballed her and her boyfriend as punishment. Adria claims she suffered emotional trauma, including intimacy issues and painful memories as a result of all the alleged sex trafficking. She's suing Diddy, Bad Boy, Tamiko Thomas, Jacob the jeweler, and others, and seeking unspecified damages. Oh man, let's go back, fam. Let's go back at some of these allegations. Okay, let's take a look at this, fam. This woman says that she and her boyfriend went to try to get a modeling gig at Sean John. And her boyfriend was propositioned to suck Diddy up. He refused, but he still came back begging for a job from the same job from Diddy's associate. Fam, doesn't that sound like a workaround? It's Sean John. It's a Sean John modeling gig. It doesn't matter if Diddy himself approves the job or his right-hand man, his girlfriend, his mama, dad, his sister, brother, the drunk on the street. Diddy got to approve it. So he turned Diddy down because he didn't want to suck him up for the gig. But somehow, some way, he still got the gig. And he didn't have to suck Diddy up. She said her boyfriend refused, but he got a second chance when another Diddy associate offered him the job, as long as he got Adria to work as a go-go dancer at Diddy's upcoming white party in the Hamptons. Come on, fam. Talk to me, fam. Now, y'all know me. I'm a victim's advocate for real. I don't just talk the talk, I walk the walk. I served as spokesperson for No More Victims at one point. And No More Victims is an organization ran by Marilyn Gambrell. They did a story, a lifetime story on her. You can look it up. We work with incarcerated children, children of incarcerated parents. We work with children that have been trafficked. We work with children that have been abused. So that's something that's a cause that is near and dear to me, and I don't take that lightly. And I don't poke fun at victims. But I gotta call a strike, and a ball. Everybody ain't telling the truth. Everybody ain't credible to me. And when I hear a porn star say that she having issues with sex because she has some extracurricular sex going on over here. So the fact that she got all these different dudes running up in her, that ain't what give her a problem. That she ain't got no problem with that. Like, as long as she getting, it's a director and it's a camera and they saying cut, she ain't got no problem with all these different strangers running up in her per minute. But this guy over here, the rich celebrity guy over here, got her, he's paying her to have sex with different people, but now she's being trafficked. Family, let's go back to let's continue to probe. You know, let's continue to pry at this at these claims. Adria claims that she subsequently worked other Diddy parties where she regularly had to drink alcohol laced with narcotics like ecstasy, and was encouraged to flirt with guests. Never been a customer, but I have been around the block a few times in the watching the activities part, where you see something on TV or, you know, on your VHS, for those of us who are back in the gap, on your DVD or whatever, even on your internet now, where people are having this type of interactions, and they got to get loosened up. So what they do oftentimes, what we don't actually see, we don't see the drinking and the drug use, but we know it's there because damn near every single porn star that you've ever heard their tragic and traumatic story has said that there was alcohol, there was drugs. Most all of them had drug and alcohol problems. Just like you go to a strip club, almost all those women have drug and alcohol issues. Almost all of them. Not all, I said almost all of them. So she trying to blame Puffy I'm just wondering, so Puffy made her drink the alcohol and made her use the narcotics. She said that she went there. She basically entered Puffy world in 2004, and she didn't escape until 2009. She escaped in 2009. She said Diddy groomed her. So did he groom her and her boyfriend? Where was her boyfriend while Diddy was grooming her? Because remember, they went there together. And together they were strong enough to turn a suck off down. But somehow she couldn't say no to drugs. She couldn't say no to alcohol. She said that Diddy demanded that she have sex with Jacob the jeweler. Yet, if this picture is consistent with what was provided in the lawsuit, the picture that was provided in the lawsuit, this picture here that we see, this picture right here, does not appear to be a picture where a woman has just been sexually assaulted and she takes a picture. I can see maybe if she was forced, maybe she takes a picture and she smiles, but that right there, that's more than a smile. That's I like this bunny, honey bunny. That's one of them type of pictures. Like puckering up and all that puckering and stuff. Family, everybody ain't a victim, man. I got it. Puffy probably got a victims list as long as Interstate 610 in Houston. If any of y'all know anything about 610 in Houston, it's a loop. It goes all around the inner city. I'm not buying it, man. Just because somebody said does not make it true. This chick is a porn star. Well, not necessarily a star. She said that Diddy promised to advance her career, even helping her join a girls group to enter the business. Now, she also said, she said that he backed it up with forceful demands and threats to blackball her and her boyfriend from the industry if they didn't comply. She said that eventually she escaped and returned to California in 2009 and believes Diddy blackballed her and her boyfriend as punishment. So she's still with her boyfriend all this time, allegedly, right? That's what the lawsuit suggests. Here's what I think happened, fam. I think that the old girl, first of all, Diddy don't control the porn industry. You know, his lane is music. So what career did he blackball her from? Because she allegedly, according to her, she already had a career in porn. So how can Diddy blackball her? As far as a group, if she's talking about doing music, Diddy blackballing her with music, I don't think that's even the case. I'm gonna tell you what I think happened, fam. I think what happened to her is that she more than likely did not have the talent. And she blamed Diddy like so many artists blame producers and they blame record labels when they don't become successful. It's everybody's fault but theirs. It's not their attitude, it ain't the fact. Like, who want to sign some chick to a record label? I mean, come on, man. Who gonna get signed to a record label? Who want to sign a chick to a record label? This is back in the day. Today is wide open. They're what, you know. But back in the day, your reputation meant something. So how did she think that she was going to be able to sign a record deal with an R&B group, a ladies group, where she been passed around sucking up everybody and letting everybody run up in her? How you going to market that from back in the day? Now, today's something different. It's real different today. But that wouldn't have flown. That bird don't fly in the 90s. Not with everybody knowing her reputation, it would not have flown. Reiterating, fam, that this ain't victim shaming, because I don't think she's a victim. If I thought she was a victim, ain't no way possible that I would be speaking like this. But I don't think she's a victim. And I got a right to say that. Just like those of you who believe that, hey, give her a shot, give her the benefit of the doubt. Hell no. She's a porn star, bro. I'm not treating no porn star like a lady. I don't care what y'all say. I'm not treating it. Look, what is the incentive for a woman to act differently if everybody gonna get the same treatment? If I'm gonna treat the hoes just as good as I treat the ladies, what is the incentive for the ladies to carry themselves with dignity and self-respect? Like, what is the incentive? Nah, man, I'm not treating no porn star like no lady. Nah, not me. You can do what you want to do. I'm not doing it. And this ain't got nothing to do with how I feel about Diddy. Because if you really want to know the truth, all you got to do is go down my timeline and look at some of them videos that I said, that I did. My thoughts, my guess, my opinion, I think he's guilty of a lot of the stuff people have accused him of. I think he's guilty of a lot of it. But I don't think he's guilty of all of it. And if I don't think somebody is guilty of all the things that they're being accused of, I got the right to feel that way, just like I got the right to feel that they're guilty of the things that they've been accused, some of the things they've been accused of. For some people, when you start talking about, stuff like this, it's all or nothing. It's you totally strike dude down and you totally ride against the person, or you totally support the person. It's one or the other. Nah, fam, two things can be true at the same time. Two things can be true at the same time. Puffy can be an absolute monster, but he can also have people that are targeting him and accusing him of things that he didn't do, trying to get on that gravy train. I think this is one of those situations where she didn't get what she wanted out of the deal. So she said, you know what? Let me see if I can get me some of this easy money. That's what I think happened. I'm not treating a porn star like a lady. I'm not treating no woman that get up on no pole like a woman, like a lady. I might treat her with basic human respect just because she's a human being, but she not finna get the same consideration as a woman who carry herself with dignity, a woman who make those sacrifices, a woman who ain't gonna follow the crowd, a woman who decided, no, I ain't finna jump on internet and bend over and bust it open. I'm not finna let everybody see what my man's supposed to be seeing. I'm not finna give her that type of action. You can do it if you want to. I'm not doing it. I wouldn't dare marry a chick like that and procreate with a chick. But you know how hard it's gonna be to raise your kids with a woman like that? You know how often you're gonna lose sleep and catch the blues just walking in the different rooms, just wondering, why would I do myself like that? It's certain dudes out here who carry themselves in a very foul manner. Women ain't gonna give that dude the same consideration as she would give a man with valor. They're not gonna treat that man and look at that man who takes care of his kids and all of his responsibilities as a man the same way they're gonna treat some dude who is a bum. They call them dusties these days. They're not gonna treat him the same way. He not gonna get the same action. And I dig it. I can understand it. I think this chick is all about a hustle. I think this is all a hustle. I think she see the gravy train is moving, and let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can put out there. Let me throw something against the wall and see if it sticks. Showing them pictures, showing that she was at a party ain't no different than anybody else who was at that party, at those parties, just showing a picture. Pictures, a lot of pictures are just that. People take a picture and make anything they want out of a picture, just a picture. Okay, you at the party. You took a picture while you was at the party. So did thousands of other people who've been to Diddy parties. So did thousands of other people who've been to those parties who ain't engaged in no freaky stuff, who left before who left before the lights went off in certain rooms, if you catch my drift. I'm not buying it, fam. I'm not buying it. She said she escaped in 2009. She escaped and returned to California. What I'm trying to figure out is, how did she escape? Did she finally wrestle the rope off of her and find the key to the dungeon? Or did some big burly guy come to feed her, and she was able to trick him and hit him in the head with a broomstick, and he fell. And then she made a mad dash to the door, and just as she was making a mad dash to the door, Puffy came out of nowhere with a white smoke jacket on and no clothes, and he hit her and she fell to the floor, and she got back up and they were fighting. And then she picked up a vase and clow, that's that proverbial vase. Bam, hit him with the proverbial vase, boom. And then choom, she hit him with the proverbial vase, and boom. And then, is that what happened? Like, how did she escape? Or, here's a thought, or did she one day look around and say, it's time for me to get out of here. I want to do something different. And contact the airline and book her flight. Get online and booked her a flight to LA. How y'all think it went, fam? Y'all think she made a mad dash? Or maybe she was being held in the basement and she squeezed through the little windows and she got out some kind of way. She was able to, over a 5-year period, she was finally able to get the screw loose, to loosen up the screw. And then she got out, and then she took off, and she ran to the nearest Greyhound bus station, and somebody gave her $20, and she was able to get to California. What? Or did she just book a flight to LA, or somebody drove her to LA? She's talking about she escaped. Escaped how? Come on, fam. I'm not buying. I know people don't like Diddy. I know they don't like him. But here's the deal. At the end of the day, Diddy is still a black man who represents someone that our society deems expendable. That means that I also represent that. I'm not saying he should go unpunished if he's guilty of his crimes. I'm saying get him, if he's wrong, get him for what he did. Don't be making up shit. Don't just be making up stuff and then think we just supposed to go along with it just because he wrong for the other things that he did. Because if they can just lie on Diddy and they can just make up stuff on Diddy, they can make up stuff on you. They can make up stuff on me. And some of us just sit back and be like, well, yeah, I don't care what happened to him. Get him. Yeah. They sitting back saying, that's how it go. Yeah, they don't care what we do to them. We can do anything to them. Now that we got them now. We done turned them against them. Now we got them. We can do anything to them. And they ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't gonna say nothing about it. And guess what that's gonna do? Make it easier for them to do it to you or me. Make it easier for people to lie on me or you. I'm not saying that everybody lying. I'm saying everybody ain't telling the truth. Everybody ain't telling the truth. And even for those who are telling the truth, some of them ain't telling all the truth. I know, fam, because I'm in this entertainment industry, and I hear, and I was in certain rooms, not them Diddy rooms, but I was in certain rooms when things happen. And then I hear people telling a story, and they tell the story totally different. Sometimes people tell a story, and they wasn't even in the damn room. Some people tell stories about things that happened between me and my label and my group, and they wasn't even born. They be talking like it's law, like they was there. Man, a pair of lips will say anything. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it, man. Some of this stuff that she said, the lawyer, this shows me the lawyer ain't too smart. Some of the things that the lawyer said don't even, that they said in the lawsuit, they should have left out. Just for the pure fact that she's a porn star, this don't even make sense for her to say that she suffered from emotional trauma, including intimacy issues and painful memories as a result of the alleged sex trafficking. Okay, I get it. Perhaps emotional trauma, painful memories, but intimacy issues, you're a porn star. How in the hell does a porn star be a porn star and not have any issues with intimacy until she go to another side of town, another side of the country, and then all of a sudden she doing the same thing that she was already doing. It's just that it ain't being recorded. Well, actually, some of it, if it was Diddy, it probably was, some of it probably was recorded. But, she ain't filing taxes for it. She ain't filing taxes. But, so she can lay up, she can have the camera going, rolling the whole time. She can have somebody recording, a whole people all in the room watching. You got at least a cameraman, a director. You got a lighting guy. You got your craft services, and you got sometimes other actors standing around. Seen a couple of them like that. Other actors standing around, and you hunching some dude you don't even know. Some of these dudes are married. You having sex, some of them have sex with their partners, threesomes and fivesomes and 30somes. You got all these dudes running up in every hole. But that don't cause you to have intimacy issues. What causes you to have intimacy issues is when you go boutique style. When you start doing your boutique style porn, where it's more selective, more exclusive. That's what causes you intimate issues. Man, if you don't get out of here with that, I'm not buying it, man. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. For those women out there who have been, and let me tell you something, I think to sex traffic a human being is like the lowest thing that a person can do. It's like it's right there at the top of something. It's heartbreaking with some of these monsters, these uncivilized mutts. The damage that they cause. They should be executed. They should be executed. But some of these women lying. And I think this woman lying. I think she lying. I ain't saying she didn't have a few times where, Puffy didn't talk to her crazy. Because, we seen Puffy on video talk to women crazy. And we seen Puff whoop ass too. So we know he'll whoop ass. We know he can do that. We know he's capable. But, you know, it's a whole lot of women in that porn industry get talked to bad on a daily basis. They get abused on a daily basis. And she ain't said nothing about that. She ain't said nothing about those people that she worked for in the porn industry. But she calling Diddy out, just Diddy. And she's saying she having intimacy issues. The lawyer should have left that piece right there out, because that's an immediate red flag. Like, wait a minute. So they didn't let me step up there and try that case. I'll be like, I'll step up there like, so Miss Freaky-Dicky, how many men you have sex with on a daily basis? How many men you think, you know, you're gonna say, I don't know. Well, take a wild guess. 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. You know, what's the number? Well, I don't want to say. Answer the question. Answer the question, ma'am. Probably 5. So 5. How often do you work? Like 4 days a week. So if my math is correct, you are bagging 20 men a week. You bag 20 men a week, and we got 52 weeks out of a year. That's, what is that? 20 men, that's 20 men a week, 52 weeks. What is that? 1,200. 1,800. That's 1,800 men. Let me double back. Let's take a look at this. We're gonna get to the bottom of this, man. That's how I'll be in the courtroom just like this. We're gonna get to the bottom of this, man. Your Honor, just give me a moment here. My math is not as crisp as it used to be. I've been out of law school for 25 years. Okay, so 1,040. So that's 1,040. You've had sex with 1,040 men a week. I mean, a year. And how long have you been in the porn industry, man? 10 years. 1,040 men times 20. So you've had sex with 20,800 men. Is that fair to say? I don't know if that's what you say it is. No, that's what the calculator says. That's what you said it was. I just added it up for you. Does that sound about right? Yeah. Now, were these men just on the West Coast? We was having sex, or did you do something on the East Coast too? How many men did you have sex with while you was on the East Coast? About the same amount. Okay, so we'll call it a wash. 20,000 men. But you didn't have, how many men did you think that out of that 20,000 that you had sex with on the East Coast? Oh, I don't know, maybe 10,000. So 10,000. So the other 10,200 men, or 20 men, the 10,020 men that you had sex with on the West Coast, they didn't cause you any intimacy problems. Were you married to these men? These were men that you were in love with? No. Why were you having sex with them? Because I was getting paid. So that's what this comes down to. Man, when you trying to get paid, are you trying to exploit my client? Did you see this? Did you see my man over here, Puffy, Diddy, what you call himself? Sean Combs. Did you see Mr. Combs? Do you see Mr. Combs as you think of Mr. Combs as a trick? Do you think Mr. Combs is a trick? Family, I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe her. I do not believe her. Some of that stuff they could have left out. I think this is a chick who saw a lick. She saw an easy target. She get a chance to get some money. Look, I'm gonna try to come up off this thing too. Everybody getting paid. I might as well try to get paid. And this goes for a lot of you guys out there also. Some of you guys out there, y'all on y'all way up. Y'all gonna get to the money. What if some chick that you ain't even heard from in 20 years come out of nowhere, and because it went bad, she just all of a sudden say you did this or you did that? Now all of a sudden, your name being dragged, and you got to go spend some money on some lawyers. Nah, fam. Now again, fam, if you're wrong, you're wrong. Whatever Diddy is wrong for, whatever he's guilty of, especially when we talking about when it comes to violating human beings, say, man, you get what you get. I ain't got no love for you. They ain't got no respect for it. You get what you get. But I'm not with just putting cases on people just because you don't like them, just because somebody is unpopular, putting cases on them. No, I'm not with that. I'm not with that. I'm not with trying to just take somebody money and pile on, kick a man while he down, just because everybody else is doing it. I'm finna jump in. Now, I ain't gonna lie. So I can understand why some people are doing what they're doing. Because to me, an enemy is an enemy. And I will kick my enemy while they're down. I will crush them while they're down. Yeah, I will do it. So I can understand for those out there who look at Diddy as an enemy, I can see why they're doing what they do. Some of them will just want some revenge and they're trying to get it any way they can get it. So I get it. I understand that. I'm just saying, I can sense the BS. I'm just calling out the BS. I'm not saying I can't understand why they're doing what they're doing. I'm just saying from my point of view, I'm calling it out. Clarence DeVille. What's up, Clarence? Ben did it. Ben Dennett. What up? Miss B, what's up? What's up, Nash Latricia? Latricia Nash. That's a good point too. You got regulars jumping on Diddy because they know the clout will come. Yeah, some people, man, they ain't got nothing going on. They sitting around trying to figure out how they can hit a lick. You know what? Just throw my name on out there. Throw my name out there. Maybe I can get me some likes on social media or something. Get my likes up, get some followers, get some subscribers or something, and then go around and do some of these podcasts. And then boom, I got the rent paid for the next 3 months or something. Some of them doing anything just trying to get some clout. They don't even care about having their name associated to something, this scandalous. That's why you got to be very, very careful about the people you operate. I'm not gonna lie, fam. I wasn't always careful about the women I associated myself with. I wasn't always really careful about that. When you're young, man, a lot of times when you're young, you just out having fun and you're trying to conquer. You're doing what young men do oftentimes. You're just trying to conquer. When you mess around, catch your snap, and you realize what's going on, you like, man, it ain't even worth it. It ain't worth it. That little old 30-minute, 5 minutes, 1 hour worth of enjoyment, ain't never balanced out to the 18 years or the 20 years of misery you're gonna get when you link up and procreate with the wrong type. What's up, Marcus B? Hellcat Guru, what up? Bessie Jones. What's up, Bill Linton? Angel Heaven. What's up, Steve Wren? All right, fam, that's my time. I got to get out of here, but I'm finna go make a move right quick, fam. But I'm coming back because, you know what? I'm not gonna even tell y'all. Just look for the look for the title in about 10, 15 minutes. I'm coming back on here. I'm going live again tonight, and I'm gonna run some people hot. I'm gonna run them real, real hot. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I'm about to run some people hot, fam, with this next post I'm gonna put up. I think I'm gonna go live at about, I'll probably go live about 7:30. Maybe 8. Boy, they're gonna be mad at this one. They're gonna be mad. I'm gonna do it anyway. Stay tuned, fam. Stay tuned. Till next time. Enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or wherever you are in the world. No more talk.